I was told the story once by a gentleman who was born and raised in Mexico. And I don't know how historically accurate it is, but it did help me with the situation that I was facing in life. And I'd like to pass along that little bit of information to you, because it might impact your life in a more beneficial way as well. So I guess during like the Spanish conquistadors there, so Cortez, and I don't know who he was trying to destroy, like the Mayan Empire, but there came a moment within one of the great epic battles, and there was a turning point. And Cortez was like at the point where he was just going to lose everything. The battle's going to be over. He's going to have to go back to Spain, brokenhearted and empty-handed. And so he sits down upon this tree, and he is just in utter despair. And he's just pondering how he can turn things around and how he can rally his troops. So the next day he goes out and he does what he does. He gets a strategy together, he gets a formation, and he fights and he pushes hard, and they eventually win. And because history is written by the victors, well, that tree became known as the tree of the saddest night. And for generations and generations, even after they had won their country back, this tree was still known as the tree of the saddest night. Until one day, somebody said, hey, why are we still giving victory to our oppressor generations and thousands and decades later? That's over. We won our country back. This is ours. We shouldn't be entitling this tree to be the tree of the saddest night, when in truth, this is one our ancestors nearly won. This was a great victory for our ancestors, and we are just honoring them by calling it the tree of the saddest night, when truthfully, it is a moment of jubilation. So apparently they renamed the tree and everything. But what I think is we all have our tree of our saddest night at some point. We get to a point where we can't go on. We don't feel like we can push forward. It's utter despair, and it's darkness, and it's bleak. And a lot of people say, you know what? It is what it is. They let it go and they let it slide. I've come to realize that, it's kind of a cop-out. In truth, it is what we make it to be. And it can be the tree of your saddest night. Or, it could be your tree of jubilation, your tree of joy. Place of happiness. It's the way you look at it. What kind of victory is it, man? Don't lose from it, learn from it.